It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 272. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Herzog.
Hi, Tracey.
Hi, Noelle. We're here to talk about season 8, episode 8 of Happily Ever After.
I'm sorry. I'm just caught up in this cheeks. My cheeks are so light compared to the rest of the self-tan.
I know. Noelle sprayed her self-tanner on her face, but apparently nose down. So
I think I just sprayed extra around my beard.
Well, it looks nice and beardy. You look like I'm getting a craving for a Neapolitan ice cream.
Yum.
Delicious. So Noelle, before we get into the meat and potatoes of season 8, episode 8, I'd like to talk about what we offer you on our Patreon. And now, listen, a lot of people ask us, guys, are you ever going to do a Vanderpump Rules podcast? Are you ever going to do a Jersey Shore podcast? Do you guys cover the single life? All of these questions can be answered in one word. Yes. Yes, we do all of those things, and it's over here on Patreon, patreon.com/trash talk podcast. And guess what? There's another podcast that's my favorite podcast to listen to. I listen to it on planes, on trains, and automobiles. It's called Recycled with Noelle and Michael. And Noelle and Michael have been covering Real Housewives of New Jersey season 2, but also some of our favorite real classic movies.
We did Crossroads.
And they also covered Fear with Marky Mark.
With Marky Mark. And then we're trying to figure out our next move. We're caught between like the Lost Boys, maybe Twilight. Yeah.
Wow. This sounds amazing. And they're also going to be covering Mob Wives.
We're going to be covering Mob Wives. I want to tell you guys something about Patreon. There's over 1,500 bonus episodes.
Jesus.
That's number one. Number two, in June, Unexpected is coming back, the show. We have covered every single season of Unexpected. So now we'll be up to the new one. So if you want to catch up, there's, I believe, 5 seasons of Unexpected. This is the 6th one coming out.
Every single one is there.
Every single episode is there. So go watch that. Also, you never know what we're going to cover on our bonus episodes.
And you never know what we're going to cover on BS. You could hear about our wacky days.
You could hear about the biggest leaks in the whole world on there that I've ever seen.
So you know what to do. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Let's jump in the pool with Patrick and Thais.
Your best friend, Thais.
I like her.
I don't.
Okay. You know what, Noelle? You always agree with me. According to our reviews, you always agree with me. You're just like, yes, Tracey, everything you say, Tracey. Imagine if that was our life.
First of all, you wouldn't want to be friends with me because you don't like a yes man actually at all. No, you don't. It's controversial because people think that you do and you actually don't. You want someone to tell you no.
Yeah. I like when you tell me when I'm wrong. I like when you tell me why I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I do.
Because I feel like not enough people do that just in friendships. You actually don't want a yes man at all.
I don't. I like some constructive criticism.
Of course. What I'm supposed to have every opinion you have. Can you? I mean, sometimes you want me to.
No, it's not that. Listen, I just if you have not a good argument, here we are. This is it. Like
that's the thing.
Tell me why I should not like Thais.
I think that, not that I don't like her. I think her character's fine.
Sure.
I think that she has a problem with everything all the time. So that irritates me. I think that she's selfish.
Relatable.
I think she's selfish, which is very annoying. I think that she's going to disconnect her child's arm by the way she grabs her.
Listen. Not only did that happen in the last
Dislocate,
episode.
not disconnect.
I mean, it might be disconnected. There was a part when her father hugged her and she was holding the baby. And I was like, well, the baby's going to be on the floor in 1 second.
Rest in peace. Yes.
This baby is plunging into the dirt in the park.
I mean, this is the cutest baby I've ever seen in my whole life.
This is a very cute baby. Patrick, it's just Patrick's face.
It is. But
and the funny thing is when you look at him, you're like, oh, he actually kind of looks like a baby.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a big baby.
You're like, that's great. I like that she could look at Patrick and know what her baby was going to look like.
That's so funny because that baby is so cute. But I just think she has a problem with everything. So it irritates me. And also her dad, I think her dad is like low key really scary.
I think he's high key really scary. You can see inside of his brain through his nostrils.
That's the thing. I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, I think that he wants to like really like hurt Patrick very bad with a machete with hands. with weapons.
Yeah, like I think that her father would watch him bleed and laugh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's no redeeming. He's never gonna like Patrick.
No, but I also think he might kill him.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
yeah,
like
it's
for
over.
sport. Like I think he could I could see him playing the most dangerous game with Patrick and being like, Patrick, why are you going in the backyard? I have a new gun.
He's gonna have Patrick's head on a spike.
Yeah,
basically.
and he's gonna laugh and laugh and laugh. And he's gonna be like, look, baby, that's your dad's head.
Let me teach you how to do this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I like that again about the father.
No, so do I. I prefer her dad over her. I don't think that she's bad. I guess maybe she's like, just annoys me more than anything.
I don't know. I relate to her a lot.
You do. You do. You
I
do.
Know.
And this is the opposite of me.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm also annoyed by all these people.
All that the same.
Yeah. I'm like, I am also annoyed by all these people. You go, Thais.
Meanwhile, I'm like, everyone come over and come see everyone and everyone.
Listen, I am to an extent, but like, do I want drunk John coming to my family's?
Yeah, because that's the baby's uncle.
Okay, well, too bad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. This is where we're different.
I'll send you pictures of the party. Get away.
This is where we're different. I'd be like, sure, come sleep on the couch in our place that we pay rent for 100 times a week.
Oh no, I know. come to the place that Patrick has to reconstruct every time he comes here.
Seriously, come to the place that Patrick probably bought 17 times.
Yeah, and he has to paint in gold that he paid for as well. So, did you see what the dog's name is?
Theodore.
Your favorite dog name, your favorite baby name.
This is my favorite name, but not in a way that I want to name my child Theodore, but I want everyone I meet to be named Theodore so I can call them Teddy.
Right.
Because I don't want to, there's no Theo. I'm not calling anybody Theo.
Right. I mean, we've seen that in life.
It's Teddy.
Yeah.
Right. We have seen that in life. Everything is Teddy for me.
Teddy, the dog. And this is a teddy bear dog.
This dog is so cute. I mean, come on.
I love that it came to Brazil.
Me too. It's a dog has a passport. Dog. So cute. All
right. So he gets her a cake. It's her birthday. And he said that she doesn't really acknowledge his birthday.
She's never gotten him a gift.
She did. She got him a shirt once.
But you know what I mean? Like that annoys me.
I don't love. That I don't love.
Yeah.
You know that's not who I am.
No, that annoys me a lot. It's like, oh, you're that girl. Because she thinks she's hot and she's hotter than him.
Right.
She doesn't have to.
Well, she wants to drive, but she can't get out of the parking garage.
I mean, neither of them can drive.
Right. Yeah. I mean, guys, how about just let me drive?
Right. Get it together. Drive. I'm going to drive. Yes.
Yeah. So they're going to go see her dad. And I love that her dad is walking through the forest and he sees the baby and he just starts crying.
Oh my God. From 100 feet away, starts crying.
Cute.
So sweet.
And Patrick's like, now that I have a daughter, I understand where you were coming from. And he was like, I got a new gun.
Right.
And now that you have a daughter, I want to test it on you. I wanted to see if it shoots all the way through.
So your daughter is a year old and now you totally understand why you're upset about Thais. It makes no sense.
So he married her without asking his permission. And then afterwards, he's like, wait, is this okay?
So here's the thing. Patrick was wrong. What do you think? What do you think about this? Because I was just talking to Matt all about this. What's your take?
I feel like, yeah, he should have asked. And also, I think exactly how the dad said, he's like, hey, you were here a lot. Why didn't you ever discuss this with me?
Because he was afraid of his dad. So when I was talking to Matt,
it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. And guess what? Thais' dad is proving that it is not.
It is not. Because I actually hate that. And I was talking, you will appreciate this. I was talking to Matt about it. He's like, yeah, I asked your mom, I asked Tracey.
He did ask me.
He's like, I asked your mom, I asked Tracey. He's like, there might have been someone else, but I think that was it. I just asked your mom and I asked Tracey. Yeah. Which I thought that was so funny.
That's very cute.
Yeah. So
he did ask me.
He's like, who else am I going to ask?
Yeah. And also if your mom said no, it doesn't matter. It's what I said.
So I said, I'm like, do you think I wouldn't have married you if my mom said no? I would have LOL'd.
We would have had to throw your mom in the river.
Right. I'm like, now if my dad was alive and he said no, that would have been different. I'm like, but you think my mom has any hold on me?
That was also, like, if your mom said yes and I said no, it would have been no. I override your mother's opinion. No offense.
It's so funny. And
I have to be here for the day. I did. I have to be here for the day to day.
Well, that is true. You do. And you have to make sure it's someone that you could tolerate.
Right. I mean, not like, but yeah.
Right. But it has to be someone like Like, I know you wouldn't date him, but you could deal with him.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to date him.
Right. Well,
it's off the table. No, it's off the table. Listen, I know that it's your fantasy. It's not going to happen.
We both, you and I both have this weird gene. I know. We're like, please like who I like, please. Yeah,
please, just why do we have to have two boyfriends?
Right. We're conjoined.
This is so stupid. The scheduling is really, really hard.
Well, that's what it is. It's the scheduling.
Yeah. So, he said that he should have told him when he was there, right? And he wants an apology.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They're married already, so I wouldn't be like, can I have your blessing to get married?
Right. So he said that he's going to prove his love for her. And then I also wrote blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, this is, Also, I just think it's too little too late. I don't think her dad will ever really respect him.
Sure, but I don't think her dad would have ever really respected him anyway, because he looks like a baby.
Yeah, but there is a grandchild, which I think helps.
It helps. It definitely helps.
I want that grandchild.
Okay. I wrote a lot of blah, blah, blahs in this entire episode. Do you agree with me?
Well, I guess I need to hear the context of your blah, blah, blah.
Just in general. I'm like, am I too tired to watch this, or is nothing happening?
No. So this is one of those episodes where nothing happened because there was no Kobe and Emily, no Big Ed and Liz. Like, again, why do they leave out so many couples for bullshit scenarios?
Okay, this is episode 8, and Nicole and Mahmoud are on day 2.
He's still in the same clothes he flew in.
He hasn't changed.
He literally hasn't changed.
I know, and it's like, guys,
she's been to Paris and back, and he hasn't changed.
Right, but why are we taking 10 minutes of footage and chopping it out? Like, you're really drawing it out.
I have to tell you, though, watching this, I'm like, Nicole is abusive. She just is.
Yes, she is.
And now it's like, so there was an arrest for domestic violence.
Yes.
I don't know who got arrested at this point watching this.
Interesting.
Because it's like, what is this? Like, what is really happening here? She is like, there's something very off about her. And I think she's like pushing this guy to his limit.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. So she said that she needs to go get him because the city is riddled with crime.
But she threw him out.
You asked him to leave 100 times. Now, you know how else I know that there's something going on with her?
How?
Do you see her windshield? How is she seeing out of this windshield?
It looks like she was clawing
It looks
her
like
way.
someone was clawing their way out of the car.
Clawing through this car. Yes.
So she finds him and he's walking away from her. So she parks and she's yelling, get in the car, get in the car. How is it? If I was Mahmoud, I'd be like, oh, actually, now I'm definitely not getting in the car.
She's like screaming at him. She's trying to like drag him in the car. It's like, what is wrong with you? It's really creepy.
So he's like, you asked me to leave
100 times.
She's like, okay, well, I don't care.
And it's like, this poor guy, like, he gets in the car and cries.
He's sitting there crying. He said that he still loves her. And he's like, and then you pull out alcohol out of the freezer. He's like, I didn't know about that. And she says, quote, you can't tell me I can't be American.
Okay. So now tequila equates Americano.
See.
So, okay. Here's the problem. She thinks because he's in America, now he has to accept everything 100%. He is still in the same plain clothes. He hasn't had a chance to do anything, let alone accept your back
I don't think he made a
showing.
pee-pee. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he has only had raspberries and donuts from what we've seen.
Right.
This is all she's fed him. Like, give this guy maybe a little bit of time in America.
Yeah, also, all you did was put on your breakup beret.
You put on your breakup beret. You think that you can ply him with black tea and raspberries.
You can't tell me that I can't be American.
Meanwhile, it's just, she just wants to, okay, I get where she's coming from. She's like, I want to have my friends over and offer them alcohol.
You had your friends over so that they could watch you yell at him in the middle of the night.
Well, so that's the thing. So, okay, you bring your friends over basically to watch you berate him. You kick him out. You curse him out. You embarrass him in front of people he's never met before.
And then you have tequila in the freezer.
And now you say he's basically ruined the whole time he's been there. Everything. This is all his problem. He's made everything. He's turned everything to shit. Then you tell him, hey, you know what? You can stay till you figure out what you want to do, but you can't even sleep in my bed. Talk about a bitch.
And she said, no fighting. Basically, they're going to be roommates now.
So now this guy has to sleep on the air. First of all, wait, where was it? She goes something like, I've done everything. She goes, I've tried so hard with you the past few days. I've done everything I can. He goes, thank you so much. Like
that's who I am.
He just kept saying, thank you so much, because she's like throwing things at him.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't like her. Fully don't like her. Like I would rather marry Thais.
Okay, good. I don't either. But what I did enjoy was when she started blowing up the air mattress. I'm like, oh, I would like to sleep on an air mattress instead of in bed with her.
Right. So, but it's like, why didn't he sleep on the couch? I guess an air mattress is better.
Air mattress is nicer. Yeah, a little bit more room.
I would sleep on the air mattress.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I do. I feel bad for him. I think that give him a minute. Just give him a minute.
Give him a minute.
You needed 100 minutes in that hot pink room in Egypt.
You're mean.
You're just mean.
She's mean.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of mean, let's talk about Ashley and Manuel.
Tracey, she's another one. Who do you prefer?
Manuel.
Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad.
I agree with you, Noelle. I agree with you, Noelle.
Oh, okay. Well, we can't podcast together because we're not allowed to agree.
Well, they're fighting still in front of the alien lady.
Right.
And now she's making friends with all the people in the bar. So I'm assuming that she is having too much alcohol.
I have to tell you, I feel like this is her personality.
Oh, okay. Well,
I like that someone was like, you don't have to yell so much.
I know. And she's like, well, it's because I have trauma in my life. And it's like, okay, well, can you just not yell in the bar?
Right. Why are you screaming in the bar? And this poor guy, I feel bad for him. There's a language barrier. He's sitting there. Everyone's basically talking about him. She's yelling and he's sitting there by himself in hot pink.
So she's talking to some guy in the bar and she's telling him about her trauma. And he's like, do you want to go lay down and I could listen to you?
Right.
She's like, what? Like, that was crazy. It's like,
she's like, I don't want to talk to you, sir.
You started it.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. No one approached you.
No one approached you, please.
Okay. So Manuel said that he has to pay for her past trauma.
I think that he's not totally innocent, but I think that she's super controlling on him and it's driving him crazy.
Well, she goes to smoke with another bar patron they're at Madame X in the West Village.
Oh, interesting. I didn't even know that. Cool.
Yes, Very they cool. Are in our territory. So he wants her trust and she said that she never feels heard.
Okay, but like, then why'd you get married? This is the same problems you had before you got married.
Right. Okay. So now it's the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
He gets up early and escapes. And
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he goes to have breakfast with Jonathan. This hotel room looks like a bomb went off.
I know.
She's super upset that he didn't text her and tell her where he was going. And he said that I didn't tell you where I was going because then you would have gotten up and wanted to come with me. And I just wanted to go with my friend.
Yeah, but I do. Even though it was wrong, he could have texted her and been like, hey, I went to breakfast with Jonathan.
I would have left first.
Me too. Then text.
And been like, hey, I am already at breakfast with Jonathan.
But you were sleeping. I didn't want to wake you up or whatever. Mm-hmm. Because I get that he wants alone time. And I know that she wouldn't have given it to him. She would have been like, well, I want to come. What am I supposed to do for breakfast?
Right. So he wants to leave now, but he needs money. And it's like, this is where you lose me a little bit.
Why? Because he needs money. But she loses me here because she has the power and she knows it. And then she's like, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Right. But also like, then give him like he should have money in his pocket. I don't know.
Oh, that's where she lost. That's where he loses you. Or she loses you.
No, kind of him. Both of them. Like it shouldn't be that every time I need $1, I have to ask you.
Why do you think that he says she's so controlling? Like he's not allowed because he said before he's not allowed to have any money. He's not allowed to even go to the store by himself.
No, that's
he's
weird.
Not allowed to do anything. Right.
That's weird.
So that's why he's flipping out.
Yeah, that's super weird. So she's screaming at him.
Mm-hmm.
So he leaves and they're at Queens Plaza North and 41st.
Look at that. They're right literally in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, I could touch them if I reach my hand outside.
Okay, go reach.
Okay, well, let me tell you.
You think they're still there?
I think that this summer they'll be here for the Ecuadorian parade.
Oh, probably. You're right, actually.
I'm gonna ask her.
I want to go spinning with her.
We could.
No, I know. I'm gonna be like, I have an extra bicycle. Let's all go ride.
That's not how spinning works.
No, but we could spin a bicycle.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Is spin class on a bike?
Sure, but that's not what so you want to go bike riding with her?
Yeah.
Okay, we can go bike riding.
Obviously, I'm making a joke, but yes, good. I want to go bike riding with her. I'm very funny. That's why that's what carries the podcast, you know?
You know how I know you're very funny because you have to explain it.
Wow. You know how I know you're funny? Because you couldn't pronounce a word on BS yesterday. Ha ha.
I still can't.
You can. I know you
I really still can't.
Yeah, you know what else?
I would have to practice at home.
You say Roosevelt instead of Roosevelt, and I can't get over it.
What do you mean instead of?
It's Roosevelt.
You say Roosevelt instead of Roosevelt.
But it's not Roosevelt.
Okay, well, that's what you think.
Potato, potato.
Pillow.
Though I've never met anyone that says potato.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
No, or tomato.
Where are these potatoes?
Right? Who's a potato? My mother probably says
Denise
potato
says no more dark spot. Thank you, Dr. Zismore.
Oh, Dr. Zismore.
Yeah, but that was Denise Machado. And also her mom was my art teacher.
You have a lot of claims to fame.
I'm not trying to make anyone feel less than.
I wonder so people say in the Midwest, they wouldn't know who Dr. Zismore is. This is
it's
strictly,
a local ad.
Yeah, this is a local ad, but that's not anymore, right? Dr. Zismore must have retired by now.
I'm sure he's dead. Let's see.
I remember it was on the subway. Back when I used
all
to
the
take
time.
the subway.
Dr. Zismore. Let's see. Yeah, subway ad commercial.
Thanks, Dr. Zismore.
Let's see if he's Jonathan Zismore. He was born in 1945. Let me tell you something. He is alive. I don't know about but he's definitely alive. I would like to show you a picture of him. Guys, what we're talking about, Dr. Zismore was this local doctor in New York City. And he was a dermatologist. And he had all of these ads on TV, on the subway, and he was like a local celebrity doctor.
Right.
If you Google him, he has done a lot of work to himself. I'm sure he did it himself because it looks like he did it to himself.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. He has cheek implants, pointy
cheek implants. He has some bad nose job. He
looks like Muhammad Hadid a little bit, Gigi and Bella's dad.
Yeah,
but
very bad.
In a weird way.
Yeah. Someone said years have not been kind to him. He's 79 years old.
Okay. I mean, they've been a little kind.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
All right. So moving on to Jasmine and Gino.
Okay.
Speaking of botched.
All
right. So they're in Miami and she has on a thong and they have to blur even the sides of her butt.
I know.
Because it's so angular.
I like that.
Right?
Okay. I could see that.
It's her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to go see some gators.
She is turned on by gators.
And also Gino's dirty feet. So he is putting so much stuff in this tub. He is making a potion.
He is making a potion where she's going to need an ointment the next day.
Yes, absolutely. So she had an alligator friend in Panama.
Right.
And she misses him.
His name was Sneaky. So
they're staying at this friend's Airbnb. So they're staying at an Airbnb.
Yeah. And he's not there.
Right. So she also hates crocodiles, loves alligators.
Well, crocodiles are aggressive, she says.
Alligators are very docile.
Right. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's have them as pets.
Okay. So Gino's trying to get her into the bathtub.
Right.
And he shows her his feet.
The thing is, they're playing over an open flame and it's freaking me out. There's a pillar candle and he's leaning over, kissing on top of it. His shirt is hanging right over it.
I didn't notice that.
You're going to have to jump in the pool.
There's the bathtub. It's right there.
Right. That's true. The bathtub. He was about to burst into flames.
Well, he should have. And I wish he would have because she said, quote, "Thank you for the feet dance."
She's not into it. She's
okay, now she's sitting down. She's in a gold bikini bottom. And a bra.
Yeah.
They had to blur her nipples out.
Yeah. She has huge boobies.
No. But now she's sitting down and you look at her stomach. Something bad has happened on one side of her stomach.
I didn't even notice. What happened?
I'm thinking maybe there was some lipo gone wrong.
Really?
Yes.
What does it look like?
Wrinkly skin, like a little patch of just loose skin.
Do you think it was she got frozen?
No.
You know how people are doing that where it
the cryo whatever
disfigures them? Yeah, it dismembers them.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I mean, it's just some kind of botched area. And since I'm a botched surgeon, I don't know if everyone knows.
You have an eye for that.
I do have an eye for that because that is my profession. I am a board uncertified plastic surgeon specializing in corrective plastic surgery.
Okay.
So, and reconstruction.
Okay.
So there's something going on. I wouldn't know because I would have to examine her. But I do see that there is a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if the skin got a little bit too loose or something detached from a muscle. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I would if I had to correct it, what I would have to do is I would have to pull the skin tight. I might even put some glue on the inside and just glue her skin to her abs.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that. See what you learn in doctor school? You learn so much.
Don't do that.
Oh, no, obviously. Okay.
If anyone's listening and they're a surgeon, don't do that.
She also only has workout clothes, I think.
Yeah, I mean, us too.
No, I know, but I'm not working around with these workout clothes.
Well, she has been avoiding Gino because she does not want to get pregnant.
It's so funny because before she used to have to chase Gino to have sex. Right. He would never, and now he's the one chasing her.
Right. All he should have said to her a long time ago was, I want to get you pregnant. And no one would have had a problem.
Yeah. It would have been like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. So she's like, listen, we have to go. We have a lot going on today. I'll pee on you later. Yada, yada, yada. Not right now.
Right. I'm just not in the mood for this right now.
So now they go to the beach and Gino and Jasmine are collecting some seashells.
It looks 1,000 degrees on that beach.
Okay. Also, they're in clothes.
I know. Well, I guess because they're going straight to the boat.
Oh my God. I mean, I guess so. He talks about how he collected insects and he used to collect a bunch of bugs to have some kind of boxing match in a jar.
He would have spiders fight. This is my nightmare.
No, I know.
There was a spider fight. I saw 2 spider fights in my life. One time in my house.
Did you have to pay to go? Oh.
No, one time in my house in Ozone Park, it was really scary. There was 2 spiders on my wall that fought. It was the craziest thing.
Did one of them win?
I vacuumed them. And then in the
mid-fight?
Yeah. Then in the yard, a couple of years ago, Matt did something like, and all these spiders came out. It was so crazy at night. And Matt and Anthony were sitting outside. There was just like spiders everywhere. And they watched 2 of them fight with each other. They were like, this is so great. And I'm like, I'm never
Maybe they were kissing
again. Maybe. You never know.
You don't know that they're fighting.
Yeah,
were they cursing at each other?
They had on gloves.
Oh, they were boxing.
Yeah, they were boxing. That's what it was. And the rest of them were around cheering, fist pumping.
Oh, wow.
Not paw pumping, leg pumping, whatever spiders have. Just legs, I guess.
They have paws.
Paw pumping.
Spider paws. All right. So they go to this alligator place and there's a alligator head. And she's like, can I kiss the alligator head? He's like, sure.
He's like, so this way I can say I kissed an alligator. Stop being weird. That's the thing. Stop being weird.
He likes being weird, though.
I know. It's like, it's so annoying after a while.
Okay. So she is wearing a Claire's wedding jewelry set in the confessional. I'm like, this is a la Lauren Mills.
But it is a la Lauren Mills. But the peach dress looks very nice on her.
Super nice.
I will say.
All right. Well, they're on this boat. They're going to look for these alligators. This is fun.
I would do this.
Yeah, this is very fun. Yeah. Now, Jasmine is like, hey, I have to tell you something. And she has like this heart-to-heart with him, talking about how her friend Leandro signed her up. Exactly. She wants to sign up for Barbizon modeling.
So I'm thinking she was going to tell him, I don't want to have kids. That's where I thought we were going.
That's what I know, but that's what they wanted you to think.
And it's like, oh, you just want to know how to do a walk on.
You just want to be Honey Boo Boo.
Right.
You just want to be Honey Jasmine.
I can't wait to see her after this pageant. Like, I want to see her with like the big hair.
with the flipper in her mouth. And just like Vaseline everywhere.
That's what I want to see.
Well, we're gonna see it because she's gonna be Honey Boo Boo. Gina's gonna be in the back of the auditorium doing the routine and encouraging her.
And it's in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow.
I love this. So now they're having this heart-to-heart on this boat, on this airboat, and the captain is like, "Can we stop?"
Right. He's just like, "All right, well, we're gonna go now."
He can't believe this is happening.
No, because he's like, "What is this? This is not what I signed up for."
He's like, "I already have a camera on the boat. Come on." All right, moving on to Lauren and Alexi,
where nothing happens.
Okay, so they're taking pictures. She's taking pictures of the kids. This is the last time she's ever going to see them because she's going to die on the operating table.
But it's like, then why are you doing this?
You don't have to do. This is what I never understand. Like, I feel like this when I get like a wisdom tooth pulled, right?
Sure.
I do. So like, why would I electively
Here's the thing. It's not like you're electively getting, I don't know, something.
Okay,
easy
so this
done.
is what. Okay, when she was like, so she goes to the doctor, right?
Mhm.
Also, why do we have to listen to her wipe her kid's butt?
I know, right? It's so gross.
So weird. Also, she's gonna recover at the hotel, so I'm assuming there's gonna be some kind of nurse or something.
Yeah, there has to be.
Okay. So she is crying, 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 crying. They are marking her up.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? Okay, so I understand her stomach because I see what they're saying about the
Yeah,
muscles.
sure. Her arms.
Her arms?
So I'm looking at her and I'm like, she is smaller than me.
She's smaller than a lot of like, I mean,
But that's
she's
what
tiny.
I'm saying. Like, I actually can't believe that they're going to do all of this on her.
Now, here's the other thing. Her boobs are very small.
Yes.
And they stand up.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
So I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know why she's doing this, but I'm surprised they're doing it.
I'm surprised they're allowing this to happen.
Me too.
Now, she's like, ooh, I'm excited because they're going to do a little chin lipo. And it's like, ooh, I actually like that.
No, me too. But stop at that.
That would be it.
Yeah.
I would maybe get my stomach muscles fixed if I were her.
Right.
And maybe I would get chin lipo, but like, because you could see that her chin lipo isn't really from her weight. Like she's always kind of had a double chin. I don't know if I would do that at the same time.
But it's like, it's 5 hours
because they're doing a lot of stuff. It's like, just do one thing.
I know. That's like Heidi Montag. She had something like, I don't know, 17 different surgeries. And one day
like,
she
that's
almost
like
died.
I know, but like, that's like her thing. Like, Lauren, you're just a regular person. Stop doing this.
That's true.
She is crying going in and they're intubating her with her eyes wide open.
I know. Tracey, I was so freaked out by this.
I'm like, is she awake?
Yeah, that was so scary.
All right. Well, speaking of very scary, let's talk about Rob and Sophie.
This is really stupid.
This is getting so bad. So they're at a flea market. She is in her AC Slater wrestling suit.
Yeah, she is.
Wow. Okay. So Rob said that the flea market is better than the mall. And she's like, well, they don't have flea markets in London. And I was like, I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay. Why? Do you know?
Have you ever been to Portobello Road?
Oh, no. I don't know about this.
Portobello Road. It's like an outdoor market.
Oh, I don't know. She doesn't know. You think that she knows? Honestly, how long was she in England? Because she's like, I lived in Portugal. I lived in Mexico.
Okay.
You know?
Literally Portobello Market. It's called Portobello Market. Like, it's not, look. I mean,
it's literally an outdoor market.
It's an outdoor market. You don't have an outdoor market?
Mm-hmm.
It's several markets in one. Saturday being the day when they were all in full swing. You could experience a mile of hustle, haggle, color, and energy. They have antiques. They have specialty shops. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
It's only one of the biggest, most famous flea markets in the world.
It's funny because now that you say it, I feel like I heard my mom talking about it.
Of course you have.
Yeah.
Like, hello, Sophie, please. I used to live in London. Stop.
Oh, okay.
All right. So they're going to this stand where there's 4 necklaces. There's really nothing there.
There's nothing there. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I'm really drawn to this crystal amethyst necklace on a black rope.
Well, she's a clairvoyant. That's why.
She is a clairvoyant. So she's like, yeah, I've always been clairvoyant. And he goes, no, paranoia.
It's so stupid. She's like, well, I dream things and they come true.
Great. Okay.
And also Doug, the life coach, is helping them.
Doug is he is killing it out here.
Yeah. Doug, the life coach.
They're going for some flea market therapy. I bet you can't get that on Portobello Road.
Guess what, though? He's also a shaman. So
he is. And he could also clear out their house. And it's like you have 6 spiders in your house. I was
going to say, you need to clear out the house of the vermin there.
So, okay. She's very mad that she has to clean the house because she doesn't like when people tell her to clean. Grow up.
But also, okay, there's a little ass counter. You have 1 square of counter space. You guys have picture frames all over it, but you guys have picture frames all over it.
This is
so
ridiculous.
Now I have to have chicken juice on our wedding picture. What is this?
Have salmonella vows.
Yeah, this is so stupid. But also, yes, grow up. This is how you know she's a kid.
Yes. So she FaceTimes with her mom. Oh my God.
Something bad is happening to her mom.
I know. So her mom has been back in Mexico for a few weeks and she didn't tell her that she moved back in with Rob.
But she's like, I don't think it's that weird. I mean, he is my husband. And it's like, I get it. But if you didn't think it was weird, you would have told her.
Okay, so she thinks that there's another phone. She said that she heard a phone buzzing, and then she heard out loud a voicemail for a house phone.
That was really weird. When they did the flashback of that.
Right. So her mother goes, wake up and smell the cookie cakes.
I'm like, I want to wake up and smell the cookie cakes.
I know you do. Okay. So she's going to check for another phone back behind the tarantulas.
And she's also going to drop everything behind the tarantulas.
So her mother's like, listen, it's not if there's a phone, there's definitely a phone. And she's
you
like,
just have to accept it, Sophie.
Yeah. She goes, but she won't confront him yet. Now, this flashback. Okay. There's a phone ringing.
Literally, there's a phone ringing.
Okay. The phone goes to a voicemail, and then an answering machine picks up out loud, which is not a thing that happens anymore.
Right. Unless there was somehow there was some kind of Bluetooth that got jammed.
Yeah, but
it
still wouldn't show your voicemail.
It was really weird.
And it was
like they were calling Rob.
Right. So then they said, I can't come to the phone right now.
Right. It's like you have a landline. You are calling your landline.
Someone is calling your landline, and you have an answering machine from 1983.
But where is this? Is his work office? You know what I mean?
Right. But also, then we just pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I would have been like, Rob is that Rob's voicemail on his cell phone? Because that's how you know if it's his cell phone or not.
Sophie's like, I don't know. I guess I didn't think it was that weird until you're talking about it now.
What?
You didn't think it was that weird? What's not weird about that?
How about this?
Yeah.
Where is the noise coming from?
That's what we need to know. That's what we need to get to the bottom of.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is silly.
This is some kind of setup.
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's lame. I think the viewers are very stupid, but this is some type of setup.
Yes, this is definitely some type of setup. Well, I hope that next week there's something better happening here.
I think it will, because then we'll at least see like Ed and Liz like breaking up, and we'll see Kobe and Emily. We'll see a little bit more.
I hope so too.
And that's it. Now I gotta pee.
Okay, well, listen, you go pee, but before you do, make sure you go to patreon.com/trashtalkpodcast, where you can find all of our bonus episodes. TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything podcast related. Follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you follow Noelle at NoeGirl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com. You know where to go. TraceyCarnazzo.com. Bye.
Patreon. Bye.